everyone, and welcome to another episode of Agribiz. I'm your host, Salad, and as always, I have my good friend Gilbert Mponda here with me. How's it going, Gilbert?
Hey Salad, I'm doing great. Excited for today's episode. We've got something really exciting and some exciting topics to discuss with our listeners. How about you?
I'm feeling pumped. We've got a lot to cover today, from emerging technologies in agriculture to sustainable farming practices. It's going to be a good one.
Definitely, let's dive right in. So, Salad, let's start by something that's really changing the game in farming these days, and that's technology. We're seeing drones, hydroponics, and aeroponics, and all sort of innovations. How do you think these technologies are impacting agriculture, especially here in Zimbabwe?
That's a great question, Gilbert. You know, technology is truly transforming how we farm. Drones, for example, are helping farmers with precision agriculture, allowing them to map their fields, monitor crop health, and even apply fertilizers more efficiently. That's cutting down costs and boosting yields. Hydroponics and aeroponics, on the other hand, are helping farmers grow crops in environments where soil is scarce or poor, and without relying on traditional methods.
Yeah, I've seen how that's taken off in urban spaces, especially with people growing food in controlled environments. But let's talk about the basics soil health. You and I both know how important it is to get the right nutrients for your crops. And what's your take on the role of soil health and fertilization in modern farming?
Soil health is absolutely crucial. If your soil isn't right, nothing else will be. For me, it all starts with understanding your soil. That's why I'm a huge fan of soil sampling. Knowing exactly what your soil needs and applying fertilizers accordingly. We also have to balance organic and inorganic fertilizers to keep the soil healthy in the long run. But the key is always to consider the environment, because over-fertilizing can damage the land.
I couldn't agree more. We have seen the difference that soil management can make in crop production. Speaking of sustainable practices, what would you say is the future of sustainable farming in Zimbabwe?
Sustainability is the future for sure. It's not just about growing food, but growing food that's going to last. Practices like crop rotation, agroforestry, and integrating livestock with crops can really help improve land fertility. And we mustn't forget water conservation. Technologies like drip irrigation are helping farmers use water more efficiently. Sustainable practices are not only better for the land, but also make economic sense in the long run.
Absolutely. If we don't take care of the land, we won't have anything to pass on for the next generation. Now, looking at the bigger picture, what do you think are the biggest challenges facing Zimbabwean agriculture, farmers, and the sector in Zimbabwe today?
Well, we've got a couple of big ones. First, climate change is making farming unpredictable, with droughts, floods, and other extreme weather patterns affecting production. Then there's the issue of access to markets and finance for farmers. Many of our local farmers struggle to get the resources they need to invest in. But at the same time, there's a lot of opportunity. I believe we can turn things around by embracing technology, improving education, and fostering collaborations between farmers, government, and the private sector.
It's definitely an uphill battle, but like you said, there's an opportunity. And as we continue to innovate, there's hope that Zimbabwe can become a leading agricultural hub in Africa. Now, before we wrap it up, let's talk about something that's on my mind education. How can we get more young people involved in agriculture and get them to think that farming is not an old man's job and farming has modern farming practices?
Great point, Gilbert. The next generation is key to the future of agriculture in Zimbabwe. We need to start teaching them about farming from an early age, whether it's through school programs or community projects. It's important to show them that farming isn't just about traditional methods, but also about innovation and sustainability. If we can ignite their passion for agriculture, we will have a generation that's ready to tackle the challenges of tomorrow.
Exactly. It's all about inspiring the youth and showing them how agriculture is an exciting and impactful career. All right, Mudumenium Salad, this has been an awesome discussion. But before we go, any last thoughts for our listeners?
I just want to say that agriculture is the backbone of our economy, and we have a role to play in making it sustainable. Whether you're a farmer, a researcher, or someone passionate about the land, we can all contribute to a brighter future. Let's keep learning, innovating, and supporting each other.
Well said. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave us a review if you enjoyed today's episode. We'll catch you next time on Agribiz.
Until next time, stay green and keep growing.